it really easy to read. Now, there are a ton of different places you can get these charts, but I'm going to show you how to get them from your official weather source, which is aviationweather.gov. Let's go up here to forecast, then scroll down to prog charts, and take a quick look in here. Now, since this video is specifically for private pilots, let's scroll down here to the low-level prog charts and the surface plots. First, we'll take a look at this low-level plot, and as you probably noticed, this forecast tells us the forecast from the surface to 24,000 feet. I'll go ahead and click here and we'll take a quick look. Before we talk about this, notice here that this chart is specifically displaying what the National Weather Service believes to be significant weather. Look down here at the legend and you'll see what that significant weather is. Now notice, this note right here, it says for flight planning only, see TAFs for specific terminal forecast. TAFs are your official weather forecast. These charts just give you a general picture of where the hazardous weather is going to be. We'll get to that in just a second, but notice at the bottom left of each of these images, there's some data down here. This chart on the left is a forecast of the next 12 hours, and the chart on the right is a forecast of the next 24 hours. Above that, you'll see a little VT here with the Zulu time. This stands for valid through, so this chart is valid through 1800 Zulu on 28 April, and this one is valid until 0600 Zulu on 29 April. If we click up here on this time tab, we can change this if we need to make sure we have the most current forecast. Let's look down at these symbols and see what they mean. Solid red lines surrounding areas like this indicate the ceilings in these areas will be less than 1,000 feet, and or the visibility is going to be less than 3 statute miles. So why do I care about that? You probably already know the answer to this, but these are the basic VFR minimums, so these are going to be IFR areas. Now, this puffy blue cloud indicates ceilings between 1 and 3,000 feet, and or visibility between 3 and 5 statute miles. This is what we call marginal VFR, because whether or not you can legally take off VFR depends on the airspace you're in, and what that specific field is reporting. Now, orange dashed lines like this indicate moderate or greater turbulence in these areas. Now notice this little symbol that looks like a little mountain. This indicates what altitude you can expect the turbulence. Just like on most aviation weather charts, to get the altitude, you simply add 2 zeros. So up here, the turbulence starts at 24,000 feet and goes down to 20,000 feet. A lot of times, if there's any confusion on where the turbulence symbol goes, they'll draw an arrow so you don't get confused. So I know these altitudes are for this area over here, and this one goes down here. Okay, so you probably notice that this one doesn't have an altitude on one side. If you see this, this just means that the turbulence goes down to the surface. Now we have this dashed cyan line. This tells us where the freezing level is in MSL. Down here in Georgia, you can see that the freezing level is at 12,000 feet MSL. Up in North Dakota, you can see it's at 8,000 feet MSL. Now, there aren't any here on this chart, but